And the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Now, the rookie rankings. Who's in the running for the Rookie of the Year here at the midway point of the season? Some terrific young talent in the NBA. You take a look at Hunter. While not in the top 5 currently, he's definitely on the radar screen, and he's been playing some very solid basketball.
And he's had a decent amount of success here in his first year. A few of the top guys in the rankings have kind of outperformed him, but he's lived up to the reasonable expectation.
Hey, top 10, considering the strength of the rookie class, that's an accomplishment. But we're midway through the season. Let's see how he finishes.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a 4-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner 3, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And tonight's game may be won or lost. On that front line, Smitty, what makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, if that tandem can switch on pick and rolls, that tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is if they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys, this will make them great.
Interesting. Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for Dallas, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Brunson in at the 1. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Herter. Makes it off the glass.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here's Doncic. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. No good on his first attempt of the game. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Young passes to Hunter. Over Hardaway. Here's Capella. Over Cauley-Stein. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Pass to Herter. A floater. Clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And Doncic, here we go. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Now Capella. 8 points his last outing. Here's Collins. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
It's Collins with the drive. Misses from close range. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shots good from Young.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Cauley Stein. Floats one. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Houston. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by one. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here is Young. A 26-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And when he was drafted, there were questions, Smitty, about John Collins' best position. At 6'10", what do you think? Better as a 4 or a 5?
And you know what, Kevin? A lot of people called him a tweener. The way he's developed now, it's positional versatility. Whichever spot he plays, he's holding his own.
And that one falls for Collins. And it wasn't until midway through John Collins' second season at Wake Forest, Smitty, that he really jumped onto the NBA scouts' radars.
You're right. A 19-year-old sophomore. What he did, he led the nation in player efficiency rating. The production undeniable then and now.
And so Collins nails both of them. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island and it's just not fair.
Good point. The Mavericks trailer. Brunson scanning the floor. Outside, Porzingis. A three-pointer, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Herter.
The 19th pick in 2018 out of Maryland, Kevin Herter, with the positional size and skill to adapt well to the NBA game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
No good on that one. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. And he can't hit the second. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the wing, Hardaway. Uncovered. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. And with that skill, Herter's a triple threat offensively.
Not just a standstill shooter. He can function as a secondary ball handler, creating for himself and others.
Brunson, good. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here is Young. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 1. Outside Hardaway. The shot comes out.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
The Mavericks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Stein finds Doncic. Now here is Hardaway. In the corner, it's Kleba. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Young. There's the dish to Capella. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Doncic passes to Brunson. Doncic left side. Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. 18 feet out. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
Here's Brunson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Doncic outside. To the middle. And Stein throws it down.
Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Hardaway. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Teague. His last outing, he had 8 points. From down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. They get it back. Right against Teague. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And there's the pass to Bembry. Here's Dedmon. Outside, Jones. And Teague has it in the corner. Kicks it to Dedmon. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Bembry the pass to Reddish. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 3. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. And Jones pulls it down.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's Bembry. It's rebounded by Dallas. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
You know what? Every win counts in this league, and both of these teams want every victory they can get.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar And Luka Doncic, the #3 pick in last year's draft, had a rookie season for the ages.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Jones kicks to T. Atlanta again, missing.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
The shot by Powell, no good. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. Saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame, or like you said, before the season start, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
First one falls for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. So he gets them both.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the dunk by Powell.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Well, with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Now, Doncic. Jeff Teague missing from long range. And it's Wright missing. Reddish with the ball. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Right outside. And here is Kid Gilchrist. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Kid Gilchrist. Off target at the rim.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Dedmon in the high post. Pass to Jones. Here's Bembry. Over Doncic. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
.50 seconds left to play in the first. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Right, left side. Doncic outside. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Teague. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good, Teague.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Doncic with it. 5 points in the game. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas. On the wing, Doncic and Jackson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Porzingis. And it's right in at the point. Mavericks trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Here's Teague. The Mavericks making the shot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Teague's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Hawks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Now here's Wright. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Clock at 4. Here's Jackson. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Teague. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Teague is just so elusive on the court that he'll catch you leaning and force you to pick up a foul.
And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
And the first one at the line is good. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because of strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
Here's Brunson. After the made shot from John Collins. Bounce pass, Porzingis. Brunson with it. Young's there. Offensive rebound. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks leading by 9. Teague surveying the D. Fires the 3. Here's Capella. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Outside, Porzingis. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Collins passes to Young. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 11-point game. Cauley-Stein finds Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Now Jackson. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 11. Passes it to Young over Jackson, and Young with the basket on the assist by T. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. Over Collins. Porzingis can't hit.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Young inside. Brunson covering. Shots good from Young.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Outside Jackson. Back to Brunson. Outside Porzingis. The shot misses. Collins with some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Young. Porzingis with the block. Here's Brunson. And that one is hammered home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And Atlanta has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Collins. Here's Hunter. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks trail by 13. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. From down in the low post, it goes. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Young passes to Capella. Offside Collins. Fires from deep. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop. But at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Here's Young. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
Mavericks trail by 13. Dallas calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Justin Jackson. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Atlanta. Kidd-Gilchrist with it, guarded by Hunter. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Brunson. Outside, Porzingis, pass to Kleber. Outside Hardaway, pass to Brunson. From the arc. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Brunson. He has 6. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
And Huerter gets it to go.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Brunson. Offensive rebound. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella. Dallas shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That free throw, no good. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
And the 2nd free throw, good. Here's Young. 16 points for him. Passes to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 8 points for John Collins.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Here's Kleber after the made shot from John Collins. Now here's Wright. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no good that time. The Hawks leading by 18. Stolen by Brunson. Now the pass to Kleber. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins. The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The first one falls. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Right against Young. Now, here's Hunter. D right on him. Kid Gilchrist against Young. Kid Gilchrist dishes to right. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Over Young. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Capella. Inside. Powell with the steal. Pass to right. Down low. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Jones comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Bembry. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's Doncic. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. The Hawks leading by 12. Here's Reddish. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Here's Wright. Lays it up and banks it in. Wright's got 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Wright. Here's Reddish. Sinks the three-pointer. Reddish has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Count it. Herter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent pass from Dedmon. This is what you're asking your guys to do. Be aggressive, trust one another, and make plays for each other.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Doncic passes to Kid Gilchrist. And he overshot that one, missing.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Hawks have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. And here is Doncic. 5 points in the game. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jeff, you guys had a great first half. Is the key to the second half to continue to be that aggressive?
Yeah, we got to play defense. They're a really good team. They're going to play hard. They're real physical. We just got to come out and keep guarding.
Jeff, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
More spectacular play by Trae Young. It's not just the skill set, it's the instincts of the game. Makes quick reads, and he's decisive.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Herter's got 12.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Herter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Here's Young. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Young drives in, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. An even 3-on-3 break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
For Dallas, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. He misses the free throw.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And he's good on the second. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Now, here is Young. 16 points for him. Outside Collins. 5 on the clock. Kicks to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Mavericks trail by 17.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 5. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Hunter. Knocked loose. Huerter passes to Hunter. The fadeaway. No good off the back of the rim. And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. And Doncic gets it to go.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 8. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And just one day left, folks. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to cast your vote for this year's All-Stars.
And we won't have to wait much longer to see which players ultimately get that nod.
Well, you look at Doncic. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Going to be a fantastic weekend. Now, Doncic, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Clock is at 3. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Hardaway. Passes it to Huerter. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Huerter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Mavericks trail by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Smitty, the city of Atlanta, as you know, has really embraced Trae Young.
Kevin, they call him Ice Trae. The franchise handed him the keys, and he's running with it.
For Dallas, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the first one drops. And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Mavericks trail by 19. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. There's the pass to Herter. Dishes to Capella. Over Cauley Stein. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Lets a floater go. And he recovers it. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Doncic.
And you can see how much his playmaking has improved in the past month. He's a different passer than he had been in the earlier part of the season. I'm sure his teammates love playing with him at the moment.
And Young kicks to Capella. Outside Teague. And the layup's good off the glass. Teague's got 10 points in the game.
And there you see the speed of Teague. Always keeps defenders backpedaling.
Mavericks trail by 19. Pass to Cauley Stein. Hardaway with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
We call it off the bus range. Trae Young can shoot from the half-court logo with confidence.
The Hawks have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far. And he can't get the first one. And that deep range opens up everything for Trae Young.
You have to take away his airspace, Kevin, as soon as he crosses midcourt. And with this tight handle, he punishes the defense when they apply pressure.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Hardaway. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
Back to Porzingis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He has 7.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Doncic against Young. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Kid Gilchrist finds Doncic. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Shot clock at 5. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Capella. Atlanta leading by 18. Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's a natural-born scorer who leaves everything out on the floor. Young simply makes things happen.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That's good from Young. Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Teague. And so Young nails them both.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Porzingis can't hit.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
And Young kicks to Bembry. They get a hand on it. Doncic with the steal. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Kleba. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Doncic following the bucket by the Hawks. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And Young kicks to Dedmon. Here's Reddish. No good on the triple. This Mavericks squad struggling. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Doncic finds Wright. Doncic left side. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Passes it to Reddish. Dedmon inside. He's against Porzingis. And again, it's Atlanta.
They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Outside, Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 9.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Here's Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
There are very few shots in this game that Young can't make. You take one thing away from him, and he just goes to the next.
Now here's Wright. He has 6. Now Doncic. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. 4 on the shot clock. Wide open look. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 22. Here's Reddish. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 9. The Mavericks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Right, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Kleba. Dedmon defending. Unloads from 13. And Doncic gets it to go.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Atlanta calls timeout. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Young. Averaging about 26 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Now here's Jones. Dedmon kicks to Bembry. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The feed to Powell. Now the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Dallas moving it around. Young with the steal. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Dedmon dishes to Reddish. Shoots over Doncic. Atlanta again missing.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Hunter's checked in for Damian Jones. Mavericks shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Kleba, the pass to Powell. Doncic outside. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. 6 on the shot clock. Over Reddish. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And it's Wright missing.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Here's Bembry, guarded by Doncic. Bembry kicks to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. No good on that one.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here are the Mavericks now. Wright and Doncic are the backcourt pair. Then there's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Kleba in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The Hawks leading by 22. Here's Herter. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out to the wing. And Wright kicks to Kleba. Pass to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
That's a good point. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist, and it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. Here's Doncic. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Banked in off the glass.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here's Teague in the corner. Collins with it. Back to Teague. Now, here's Dedmon. Cauley Stein defending. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. The Mavericks pull it in. Cauley Stein's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Hardaway. Fades back. It's tipped.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use, Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it. Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And Brunson has it in the corner. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Herter, he's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. Hardaway trying to free himself up. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
First free throw is good. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Cauley Stein. Jackson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Doncic. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. And so Collins nails both of them.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jeff Teague. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the offseason. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
The free throw drops for Curry. And both free throws good for Curry. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Teague, and he lays it straight in. Teague's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Teague against Curry. On the wing, Lee. The tray. Good on the triple. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Teague against Curry. Now here's Teague. Not a lot of room. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And for a team's schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's a reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Now here's Curry. Lee outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Lee's got 5 points now this quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lee passes to Powell. There's the dish to Lee. Pass to Jackson. Lee kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. Releases. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Curry against Teague. Passes it to Carter. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The pass to Powell. Lee outside. Puts up a 3. The shot missing. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Teague against Curry. Pass to Fernando. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Hey, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Hawks have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Teague up top, guarded by Curry.
Well, when Teague has a step or two on the drive, he'll shield the ball and do his best to draw contact.
Free throw good. Teague. Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis has checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Jones has checked in. No good on the second free throw. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking a lot about, you know, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
And the Hawks with possession here after the Mavericks pick up 3. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Lee. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Porzingis. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
The Hawks have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Teague, the pass to Carter. To the paint. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And so here is Dallas following the bucket by the Hawks. Lee outside. He dishes it to Jackson. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. Do you think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
Graham with the ball, guarded by Jackson. The baseline J. That shot off the mark. He kicks to Lee. Passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. And Lee with the stuff.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
And the pass to Graham. Back to Teague. Jacks up a three. And the three ball is good. Teague's got 26.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first three of the game, something to build on.
Teague against Curry. Atlanta with the rebound. Jackson against Teague. Inside. Left side, Jones. Carter kicks to Graham. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep, deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the three ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Jones finds Carter. To the left wing. Pass to Jones. Here's Bembry. Carter outside. Down low. Here's Jones. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Lee. A rebound by Carter. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Graham. Count it. Good. .129 left to play in the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Atlanta.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Teague.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Porzingis after the basket by Atlanta. It's stolen by Jones. Carter against Lee. Carter kicks to Bembry. Pass to Jones. Here's Fernando. Guarded by Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bembry. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.